Hi, I'm David Silkman alongside my partner Phil, and we're going to take a few minutes to discuss the Nazi human experimentation and the Nuremberg Trials. Starting with a little background on such a cheery topic, during the fighting of World War II between the Allied and Axis powers, Nazi anti-Semites were herding Jews into concentration camps, where they were subject to forced labor and mass euthanasia. As seen here in the picture, the words "Arbeit macht frei" or "work makes you free" was above many of these concentration camps. In addition, the inmates were subject to human experimentation.
Karl Brandt spearheaded the euthanization of the prisoners and worked with Joseph Mengele to conduct horrendous experiments on the inmates of the concentration camps to further the Nazi cause. Such experiments included trying to sew together twins to create Siamese twins just to see if it was possible. They would also submerge inmates in freezing water to induce hypothermia and test treatments. In addition, Nazi scientists would put inmates in hyperbaric chambers to study the effects, limits, and treatments of altitude sickness. Inmates would also be subject to mustard gas, so that again, the Nazis could test for possible cures to apply to the regimens. The point of showing these graphic images is to clearly illustrate the lack of regulation and all-around humanity in human subjects research that the Nazi experiments brought to light. As we know, the war came to an end with an Allied victory, and the leaders of the Third Reich and the doctors involved in the experimentation were put on trial for their war crimes.
As a result, many of them are proven guilty and sentenced to either life in prison or death by hanging. Also, the Nuremberg Code was formed to prevent future misuse of humans in research studies. The first stressed the importance of voluntary consent and respecting the autonomy of any human being. The second stated that the experiment could only be done if it was to yield beneficial results for the good of society. The third makes it clear that animal studies must be conducted first in order to anticipate the results in humans. The fourth requires researchers to avoid any and all unnecessary physical or mental harm. The fifth raises the issue that the benefits should always outweigh the risks in a research study. 6 states that research should only be conducted by qualified persons. 7 states that the subject can end the experiment at any time. And finally, the 8th says the scientists must be prepared to terminate if harm arises. Today, the Nuremberg Code is the most important influence on U.S. law governing human medical research.
Hope you learned something new today.
Thanks for watching.